Hi, friend. Let's see who's here today. Hi, Noah. Hi, George. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Harper. I'm Azrina, and this is our story time. Today, we're going to read George's New Dinosaur. Do you have a favorite toy? My daughter's favorite stuffy is her piggy. George's favorite toy is Mr. Dinosaur. George liked bouncing Mr. Dinosaur in the garden, playing with him at bedtime, and cuddling with him when he goes to sleep. At bedtime, Peppa says, George, I think Mr. Dinosaur is broken. Look at here. What do you think is wrong here? The head is okay. The arms, the feet. What is missing here? Uh-oh, the tail, right? George is very upset. Mommy and Daddy Pig come in to see why George is crying. Poor George, says Daddy Pig. Maybe it's time you get a new dinosaur. What do you think? Is it time? Let's see. The next day, Peppa, George, Mommy Pig, and Daddy Pig visit Mr. Fox's shop. I'm sure we'll find a lovely dinosaur here, George, says Mommy Pig. Look, George, says Daddy Pig, pointing to the shop window. There's a big one. Oh, dinosaur, says George. Look how big dinosaur it is. Good morning, says Mr. Fox. Can I help you? We'd like to buy the dinosaur in the window, please, says Daddy Pig. Good choice, says Mr. Fox. This is Dino-Roar. He walks, he talks, and he sings. Dino-Roar, says George. We'll take it, says Daddy Pig. George is playing with Dino-Roar in the garden. Dino-Roar sings. Dino-Roar, Dino-Roar, listen to Dino-Roar roar. Careful, George, says Daddy Pig. Don't play too roughly because Dino-Roar will break. George wants to play with Dino-Roar in the bath. Dino-Roar, says George. Mommy Pig says, George, if you get Dino-Roar wet, he'll stop working. So this Dino-Roar is not like the dinosaur that George had. It cannot get into the water. Peppa and George are asleep in bed, but suddenly Dino-Roar comes to life. Listen to Dino-Roar roar. George, says Peppa, Dino-Roar has woken me up. Maybe Dino-Roar should sleep somewhere else, says Daddy Pig, taking Dino-Roar away. George is feeling sad. He cannot play with Dino-Roar in the garden, or the bed, or even in bed. Don't worry, George, says Mommy Pig brightly. Dino-Roar can still roar. Dino-Roar, listen to Dino-Roar. Dino-Roar stops walking and talking completely. Look at it. It is broken. I think the batteries must have run out, says Mommy Pig. Already? How many are there? Grumbles Daddy Pig as batteries put out of Dino-Roar. Hundreds and thousands, cries Peppa. Look at here. Can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 batteries. For a toy, that's a lot of batteries. Suddenly, Peppa spots something green under a bush. What's this? Says Peppa. Is it a trumpet? You found Mr. Dinosaur's tail, says Mommy Pig. Now Daddy Pig can fix him. He might be a bit difficult to fix, says Daddy Pig doubtfully. but the tail slips perfectly into the place. Click! Ho, 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 chuckles Daddy Pig. Hello, Mr. Dinosaur, says Peppa. Dinosaur, says George. George is so happy to have his favorite toy back. Grrr. And that's the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed reading this book with me. And if you like this book, you can ask your grown up to purchase this book from your local library. Thank you. Bye bye.